Hey friends, Seventh here. This is my inaugural post of a new feature I'm doing called Don't Buy This Shit. This is a series about games that I feel aren't worth the money to own. And probably not to rent either. But just to really stick it to the weebles, I thought I'd start out with their pride and joy, Halo 3. Blah blah blah, superpowered space marine with gruff voice and no fucking personality. Blah blah blah, alongside his platoon wages a one-man war against an evil alien menace. Blah blah fucking blah. I might as well get the graphics out of the way first. They may be 4 years old, but they're piss poor even for that time frame. Muddy low-res textures, phoned-in lighting effects, and sub-HD resolution ported up to 720p equals an experience not unlike spraying diarrhea directly into your tear duct with a turkey baster. The visual look of this game is blatantly stolen from a number of more respected sources, which I'll get into in a minute, but the worst offenders are the villains. You face the same 5 or 6 enemies throughout 90% of this game, and all of them look like the mutant aliens from Unreal raped the cat monsters from Wing Commander the movie and shat their abominations directly onto Bungie's storyboards. Now, let me take a segue for a minute here and talk about the enemies, because it doesn't get any more bland and generic than this. I mean, these are some of the worst enemies I've seen in a game since the original Unreal. And here is a game that's rated M for mature. You don't see a single drop of blood. Here you have these characters that seem more at home in a Saturday morning cartoon than they do in an epic space conflict such as this. Case in point are the little midget guys that keep chasing you around spurting one-liners, like this little dipshit right here.
I'll get you, you big jerk!
And your allies aren't any better. Throughout the whole game, they'll be spouting lines that you've heard in 100 movies over the past 15 years. Typical military jargon, like this real piece of wisdom we got right here.
Chief, Pelicans are at the river. We got company, so hustle up.
Really inspiring, isn't it? The sound effects seem dull and they lack oomph. The explosions, the gunfire just doesn't sound like it should coming out of a TV, much less a subwoofer. And the music is just, it doesn't fit the tone at all. I mean, when I play in a space opera, I want to hear something loud and epic. I don't want to hear something that sounds like it came off of an LP from Tangerine Dream, like this fucking shit right here. The weapons in this game suck fucking shit. Okay? You have some weapons that are just incredibly underpowered, and then you have other guns that are just the same old generic shit that you've been playing with for years, but yet somehow have still made it into the sci-fi setting, which, honestly, you can say the same thing about Killzone 2, but then you've got guns that look like something that somebody went in and bought at the Summer Fun Time section at Walgreens. They look like these plastic, fake-looking little super soakers, and they don't pack any wallop. You don't really have a whole lot of force feedback from them, and they don't seem to do a lot of damage. I mean, every enemy in this game is a fucking bullet sponge. And while I'm on the subject of it, what the fuck is up with this gun? What is it, the Needler, right? Who designed this shit? It looks like some 12-year-old girl went and bedazzled her $15 Conair hairdryer that she picked up at Walmart. The storyline is generic as it can possibly be. It steals liberally from a number of different sources that I'm not going to go into, but you throw out the names like Cameron, you throw out names like Heinlein, you're getting pretty close to where all this shit came from. None of the characters, including the infamous Master Chief, are anything in the way of original. And that gets me to another topic. You have lately, with the release of Avatar, you have all these Halo fanboys that are talking about Jim Cameron stealing from Halo. If anything, Halo steals left and right from Cameron. So the only thing you can blame Cameron for is stealing from his own material. I mean, where else have you seen an African-American drill sergeant with a cigar in his mouth? That's right. Where else have you seen Space Marines dressed up in that kind of body armor? That's right. Where else have you seen dropships that look like that? That's right. Some of the cutscenes in this game that are meant to elicit drama really seem like they're more there for the LOLs. They're trying to put in a whole lot of political subtext and whatnot, and when you go from that to listening to some of the dialogue that enemies throw around, you can't help but laugh at the whole fucking package. For example, this scene right here.
See how they beat their trap?
Your name is Toby. No, it's Kunta Kinte. No, fucker, it's Toby. Throughout the game, there's long stretches of the maps, and it's not just the first level, which is what I'm showing you here, but it's for every level that I've played so far. Long, long stretches where absolutely nothing happens. You're just wandering around from one clusterfuck to the next. Yeah, the epitome of excitement, right? I hear people brag about how precise the controls are. To me, even with sensitivity set to high, they felt sluggish, like I was moving through molasses. Maybe I'm just too used to the PlayStation controller, I don't know. But I didn't feel as though the game had as much fluidity as I've experienced in some of the better PS3 shooters. I ripped on the game with earlier in my Halo 3 video that the Xbox came out and just vehemently defended the game on was the jumping. This game has the most ridiculous fucking jumping in any shooter I've played. I mean, people will point out Tribes, but, you know, Tribes, they had jetpacks so they could shoot up in the air and come back down. These guys just jump 20 feet in the air. Just jump 20 feet in the air. It's like they're fucking Tigger. And they'll say, wait, he's a Spartan, he has superhuman strength, he can jump really high. He's not the only one. Even the regular human characters jump that way. And what this does is make any online session of Halo absolutely fucking ridiculous. Because you see all these idiots jumping around 30 feet in the air, back and forth, trying to shoot each other, fighting over sniper spots. And as if that isn't bad enough where you're playing fucking Leapfrog just to find a sniper spot and camp, which is what this game's online boils down to, then you got the fucking community for this game. Because 99% of what you're going to experience in Halo 3 is going to sound like this right here.
You said you suck your own pee-pee, dude. You said that you suck your own pee-pee, Master Loose.
At least I have a pee-pee.
Oh,
He doesn't
okay.
even have anything. He's just a little vagina.
Said
Dude,
you wanted me to kill
shut up,
Master
you stupid
Loose.
teabag face. I'll shove my nuts into your mouth.
I don't want your balls in my mouth.
Yes, you do.
Wow, you just got freaking raped.
Shut up, dude. Alright, you're too legit. You are too legit. Oh, no.
Damn right, I'm fucking too legit. Fuck! I'm shooting at you! Fucking ugh! Wow! Wow! You just fucking blow me off the map. Your goddamn fucking Mirror 11 grenade, piece of shit. What the fuck?
I
Where the fuck
wouldn't
are you
have-
shot at? Oh my god, you fucking
I
nigger.
wouldn't have.
Hey, I'm the wear zero person. Whatever you want.
Yeah, motherfucker, what you want, my motherfucker? What you want, motherfucker? Okay. Okay,
Right.
Bottom line, I don't feel this game in any way, shape, or form lives up to its hype. I've played PC shooters that came out years before this one that trump it in every way. I couldn't get into the story, I couldn't relate to the faceless, dirty, hairy-like persona of Master Chief, a perfect mascot for the banality and derivative culture of Microsoft, and I couldn't get into the same old gameplay. What else can I say? Don't buy this shit. Halo 3 gets 2 stars
No way. A Spartan? For real?
out of 7.
No, man.
Hope you're ready for some action.
I still am, motherfucker.